I'm assuming that the person obviously shooting is running around still, and the cops are all chasing him right now, trying to figure out. Oh shit!
Well, turning now to this morning's Newsmax crime report. A mass shooting at a popular bar in Austin, Texas, early Sunday morning is now being investigated potentially as terrorism related.
Yeah, federal officials say it's too early to determine motive just yet, but early indicators are raising questions about whether the attack could be connected to the recent U.S. military action in Iran.
Wait, look, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone's tragedy. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I'm not even trying to have an I told you so moment here. But am I the only one who notices that the shooter in this situation did not stop or hesitate for a minute to check anyone's party affiliation when he opened fire at this bar in Austin, Texas, one of the bluest areas of Texas? You can even hear in the voice of the person taking the video that they clear, to me it's clear because I live in California. I actually live in a gay community. You can kind of tell that this person lives an alternative lifestyle. Let's leave it at that. Do you notice how people who commit heinous acts, suspected terrorist, according to the FBI, do you notice that they don't care whether you're red or blue? They don't care whether you're Democrat or Republican. They don't care if you support ICE 1,000% or if you were cheering for the people who were obstructing ICE in cities like Minnesota and Los Angeles. They don't care. As much as you chant and scream, no one's a criminal on stolen land, it doesn't matter to these people. Their issue is that they hate America. In this man's case, Indiaga Diange, he was angry, allegedly, because the United States eliminated Ayatollah Khamenei of Iran. And in retaliation for that, he went and killed Americans. Not blue Americans, not red Americans, not Democrat Americans, not conservative Americans, just Americans. This is an absolute tragedy, and it's something that should have never happened. And soft on crime policies are directly responsible. Indiaga, he entered this country on a tourist visa under the Clinton administration. He decided he wanted to stay. Something you can't do in any country on this planet. Indiaga just decided, I'm here on a tourist visa. I know I'm supposed to leave, but I'm just going to stay here. And for some reason, by some act of God, he was given citizenship. He was naturalized as a U.S. citizen under the Obama administration. So Clinton served 2 terms. That's 8 years. And then he stayed here, 16 years. Clinton served 2 terms, Bush served 2 terms, and then Obama came. So he stayed here 16 years in violation of a tourist visa, and then was granted citizenship, naturalized under Obama. And then years later, decides to go into a bar and kill American citizens because he allegedly was unhappy about the situation that's unfolding in Iran. Guys, there's a problem here. There's a problem here when you have American citizens who are screaming that we need to dismantle ICE. We need to defund the Department of Homeland Security. No plan on what we're going to replace it with, no strategy on protecting the country moving forward, while simultaneously we are in a battle for survival with the squiggly letter people, or the radical elements within that culture. I don't believe all Muslim people or people who are of the Islamic world are bad. I don't believe that. I have many Muslim friends, some like my brothers. But what I'm saying is there's a radical element that exists within that religion. And if you get in conflict with the leadership of that religion, the spiritual leaders of that religion, you can only expect to have some type of backlash from those who are more on the radical side. This man was here for years and, like clockwork, allegedly now activated himself like a terror cell upon the death of Khamenei, and went into that bar and killed those people. All I can say is I just hope this is a lesson to people. We're living in a world where people, you can show them things, the truth can be right in front of their face, and they'll still deny it. But please let this be a lesson. We may disagree on how things should be done, but at the end of the day, we are all Americans, and none of us deserve to die because of our opinion. You might say, oh, it's Trump's fault, this or that. It's easy to try to pass blame. But if you blame Trump, or you blame ICE, or you blame the armed forces, why aren't you blaming Bill Clinton, the person who let the guy overstay his visa? Why aren't you blaming George W. Bush, who didn't get him out of here? Why aren't you blaming Barack Obama, the president who was in office when they naturalized this guy as a citizen? The blame can be thrown all around. Hell, you could blame the people of the blue city of Austin for obstructing ICE, who may have been in the city at the time and been able to intercept this dude and get rid of him. Get him out of here. The blame game means nothing when you're dead. Pointing fingers means nothing when you're no longer alive and you're not here to take care of and love your children and live your life and take care of your family and be here for the people who love you. We're going to have to stop pointing fingers and just address the reality of the situation. There are people in this country, unfortunately, who should not be here. They came in illegally. They were not vetted. No one knows where these people came from. No one knows who these people are or what they're capable of. And right now, you have a president who's willing to take the heat and try to correct a wrong that was perpetuated by Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the Biden administration, where they let millions upon millions of unvetted people into this country and then lied about their ability to get these people out of the country. Joe Biden knew he messed up. He basically admitted he was lying towards the end of his presidency when he started deporting these people himself after spending 3.5 years saying that he didn't have the legal authority to deport these people. So we're going to have to just put our differences to the side and address what we are now seeing is a common threat to all of us. Radicalized people who are capable of committing violent acts in the name of their religion, cannot be allowed to stay in this country. People who are criminals, members of South American gangs, cannot be allowed to stay in this country. They have to go one way or another. I hope this marks the end of this crap about due process and all this other stuff that's being thrown out as the Democrat Party attempts to keep these people here to impact the census so that they can retain their congressional seats based sheerly on population, not on legal status. Don't let these people put you in a situation. This is to the regular, everyday, law-abiding American citizens. Do not let your loyalty or love for one of these political parties cause you to allow these people to put you in a situation that you are not going to be able to come back from. Those people in Austin, when that man was shooting at them, do you think for a minute they were thinking about Andrea Ocasio-Cortez or Ted Cruz or Ilhan Omar or Joe Biden? No, they were thinking about preserving their life. Their lives were extinguished because someone wants to play games. Someone allowed these people into the country and refused to allow the authorities to get rid of them, all in the name of their political gain. And all these years later, it cost us 3 American lives. Thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate everything you do for me in this channel. Till the next time, take care of yourselves. But most importantly, please take care of each other. Peace.